Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You what? God design, God design.
Here we go. What's up, war buddies? We back again with another live. Today, okay, this episode, you know how we do it, y'all. If you didn't know what's going on, this is the best place for Boerboel information and every education. If you don't know what's going on, this is what we do here. We want to see you win. We want to see everybody win, not just our friends. We want to see everybody, but unfortunately, everybody's not gonna win because everybody can't win. There's some people not gonna get it. But I'm gonna tell y'all a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned because I keep getting these questions and concerns. You know, people like, hey man, can you sell my puppies? Can you sell my puppies? And it's like, listen, good dogs sell themselves. The best dogs sell themselves. You don't have to sell them. I just present the puppy, and I'm gonna give y'all some tips and tricks for that because I feel like this is a very valuable information, and we all trying to win, and I'm trying to get you there. I know a few things, and I'm willing to share with you a thing or two of what I have learned through my experience in development. And I think part of the reason that people are having some of the issues that they are having is because of the way that they're going about it, right? And so I'm here to help you. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I use, guaranteed, proven strategies that's going to help you enhance and increase the value of your puppies, establish the value in your puppies, and then present that value to the public. And then it gives them a chance to see if this is something that they can do for themselves and add value to their lives. Is this something that they need? Because at the end of the day, this is all about value and enhancing your quality of life. When you bring a dog into your home and your situation and environment, it should enhance your life. It should make your life better. It shouldn't make your life worse, and it shouldn't be a headache. It shouldn't be a hassle. It shouldn't be a problem. So, breeders, your job is to prepare your dog to enter into someone's home, and you want it to be an asset, not a liability. So, I'm going to help you with that. Part of the things that I see, people just think dogs don't just sell like a commodity. Dog gonna just sell like a Red Bull, or just gonna sell just like a tractor or a trailer. You know, somebody gonna eventually need a dog. They're gonna come get a dog. They know that this is a truck, a 350. The 350s can pull so much weight, and I'm gonna go give me a 350. That's not how it works with dogs. They know how much the 350s cost. With dogs, that's not how it goes. You have to be able to establish and explain the value. And how do you establish the value with the dogs? Number one, when you have puppies, remember, the puppy comes out nose first, nose entering the world. He's going to come up mostly head first, but they lead with their nose. Your job as a breeder is to get in there from the very beginning all the way up to the day 16, 18, something like that, and do early neurological stimulation. Okay. What is early neurological stimulation? That's handling the dog, stimulated and getting the dogs activated. You're going to do some tactical stimulation, the nervous system. You're going to try to develop the dog by introducing mild forms of stress. And what you're doing is acclimating the dog to deal with stress. You're going to build up confidence. You're going to build up courage. Because of that, the dog is going to stand different. He's going to look different. He's going to approach the world different. He's going to walk with his head up, with his chest out. He's going to have that posture that makes him look more impressive because you have already conditioned him for this constant change. He has a adaptability. He doesn't have anything to be afraid of. This is a proven scientific fact. This is developed by the military. They studied dogs that did have it. They studied dogs that didn't have it. You want to make your dogs the maximum value. You want to be able to sell your dogs for the top dollar. You should be doing that. You should be handling your dog. You should be maximizing the value. You should be picking your puppies up every single day. If you want to learn more about early neurological stimulation, you can just look it up. It's called the super puppy method. And if you can do it or you cannot do it. Now, you don't have to, and you can't expect for me to believe that your dog is better than the one that has had it. That's number one. Handle your puppies daily. Socialization, stimulation, getting the puppy familiar with human contact, form of comfort, as a form of comfort. So that's number one. That's from day 3 to day 16. Number 2 would be, so that's the critical period for puppy development. Then we're going to enter into the critical period for socialization. So that starts right around 3 weeks when the puppy begins to walk and explore the nest, and it lasts all the way up until week 12. So what that means is what you should be doing as a breeder, as a person that is approaching the market, you should be taking pictures and documenting your dog's developing behaviors and identities. You should be able to say, this is Ebola, this is so and so, whoever, whatever names that you give the dogs, and you're able to say, this is the difference between him and the other litter mates. You should be documenting this. You should have evidence of this. Remember, we all about showing and proving. So if you're not able to explain to me each one of your individual puppies and personalities, you failing as a breeder. You should be studying. You should have intimate knowledge of each individual puppy. What are their tendencies? Who's the first one to get back to mom when she returns to the nest from her bathroom break? Who's the first puppy to go to the bowl? Who's the first one to recognize that water is there? Who's the most active? Who's the most laid back? Who has the most energy? Who's the one that's always playing? Who's the one that's always sleeping? You should be able to explain all of these different things about your puppies, and you should be documenting that and have that as evidence to produce, to show and provide for the public. You're not documenting this evidence during the critical period of socialization. How are you going to be able to explain that to your clients? Right? You want to be able to say, this dog is going to be ready to move into your life because I have been introducing it to the litter area. I have spread it out, expanded his whelping box. He has, this is the play area. This is the feeding area. This is the sleeping area. This is the potty area. When he comes out, I do ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3. And you're able to explain all of these different things to your client. And the client is able to say, wow, okay, this makes sense. Now I see why your dog is $5,000, because I'm looking at Joe Blow's dog, and Joe Blow haven't done none of this. Joe Blow can't explain none of this. And what you're basically doing is hand raising the puppy, and you're preparing it deliberately to move on into someone's home. And you have the evidence. It's not like people just out here. I mean, because think about it. It's a lot. The market is intense. You got a lot of different options. Right. And what is separating me from all of these different puppies that's available, from all of these different puppies that I'm seeing? Why? You have to, this is a question that you should be able to answer, or you should be able to show why your dog is the best option. And if you're not able to do that, you can't make me believe that this is what I want for the money. And this is why you end up having the puppies go at a reduced price. So you should be presenting this evidence. And then I always look at it as like it's a case. And, I'm on trial. And I have to prove my case that this is the best option. And here's why. And these are the things that I have done. And I'm not going to just say it. This is the evidence. You have to provide the documented evidence. So you're able to put together these different videos to illustrate, this is what I'm doing to prepare my puppy to live in your house. Now, the final tip that I'm going to give you guys today, because I don't want to hold you up. And, we get in these lives in and you can always run it back, but want to make sure that I'm getting my money up off my StreamYard subscription. My value out the StreamYard is subscription, because this is not free, it's paid for. The third thing that I'm going to share with you all is, we talked about the critical period for development, the critical period for socialization. The third thing that I want to share with you all is documenting this daily, right? Everything that you are doing and presenting this information, all of this information, you should be doing this on a regular basis and exposing. If you want to sell puppies, now, if you want to just pass puppies over to your friends, you just want to have dogs for your immediate family. If you want to sell puppies, you got to be able to present. You got to be prepared to answer these questions. What are the logical questions that a person is going to have? Where did your dog grow up? What are the things that you did with it? What are you feeding it? You need to be able to explain all of these things so that someone can get and you need to be documented, presenting it so that people can build familiarity with you. It's a lot of scamming going on. I can make up a Facebook and Instagram. I can steal some pictures and stuff. But if I see you on there every single day, videotaping with your dogs, going live with your puppies, even if you don't get no likes, if you on there with your dogs and I'm seeing you, I got a face, I got a voice, familiar, I can call and talk to on the phone. That's letting me know that you are a real person. And the thing that you are doing, the things that you say you're going to do. A lot of times people say anything. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But when you document it and when you show and prove, you can't be denied. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Sorry, Instagram again. I always forget to do that for Instagram. But like I was saying, if you're going to take the time to do these things, you guaranteed to increase your chances for success. And if you don't, how can you expect to compete? You're not even visible. Nobody sees you. Or are you just going to sell to your friends? Are you presenting the dogs to the public? Are you really trying to add value to the gene pool? Are you really trying to bring up increased breed awareness? Are you really trying to educate people about your philosophies and your positions, your beliefs? Do you really have dog beliefs, or are you just trying to make a couple of dollars, make a quick buck, and sell you some of the pups? And if that's the case, go ahead and sell them for $500, $300-$400, because at the end of the day, you really haven't invested much into your dog, so you can't expect to get more out of anything in life than you're willing to give. With the dogs, if you invest in them daily, these incremental investments, these small deposits daily, they end up coming out with compounded results. So you add one today, or you add 1% today, add 1% tomorrow, 1%, 1%. And guess what? Every time you add 1%, that 1% in value, it increases. 1% of 100% is 1%. 1% of 110% is 101%. You see what I'm saying? So as your percentages increase, the likelihood that you're going to have success goes up. These daily deposits, these daily investments, you got to be willing to do. You got to be willing to give to your dogs in order to ensure you are able to pair and match up the perfect dog with the perfect potential owner. That's going to give you the best likelihood, because you've studied the dogs, you know them, develop, be intimate. Like, I watch dogs. I don't watch TV. I watch dogs, and I look at my dogs, and I'm able to read dogs and study dogs, and I know dogs because this is my entertainment. This is also my hobby. This is my passion. And when you do it like that, you get this a better understanding, and you're able to explain that to the general public. So those are the three keys. These are the three tips that I'm going to leave y'all with. Number one, the critical period for development, early neurological stimulation from days 3 to 18. That's picking up, look it up. That's picking up the super puppy method, picking up your puppy's handling, tactical stimulating. And that's all the way up into 3 weeks. From 3 weeks on to 12 weeks, you got the critical period for the socialization. That's when you should be exposing the dog to the world. So study the way that dogs socialize by being together, putting their weight on each other, paws on each other, so on and so forth, gentle licks, tail wags, etc., etc. Dogs don't socialize by hanging out at the club, listening to jamming and music and having the parties and going to dog parks. All right, stop it. That's human socialization. You go to the dog park, stand around your friends and hang around them. Oh, look at my dog, look at my dog. That's how humans hanging out. That's not for the dogs. My phone messed up. But so that's number 2. Critical period for socialization. That's taking the dogs out, exposing them to the environment, getting them acclimated with different smells, sights, and sounds, feels, different textures under their feet. This all of this does is enhance the value. It helps to establish the value. Number 3, and finally, is documenting, showing, and proving. Nobody believes everybody can say anything and make these outrageous claims after what their dog is able to do and is going to do for you when you get it home, or the fact that it's house trained, the easy to house train, the easy to house break, the easy to train. Show us, document, present, show us work done, the investments that you have. Show us, prove it. Because people say anything and can't say and will say anything when it comes to that, when it comes to the cheese, when it comes to the money, when it comes to monetary. All right, board buddies. So that was another 15 minutes. And then here's another thing that we got going on. So what we're gonna do with these lives, this is the first rough cut, and then we're gonna do a blog article to coincide so you can read it. Then we're going to do a breakdown again. We're going to do an edited version of this long version video with actual examples, right? So you have 3-4 different variations of the same content. Okay. Stay tuned. Join our newsletter. Go to our website. Visit our website. We're gonna be blogging. We're gonna blog. We're gonna do short video form varieties, and we're gonna do long form varieties of the same video, so you could get it 3-4 different ways. You won't have no excuse why your dogs don't fly. Right? I'll catch up with y'all soon. I'll be back again. I'm gonna be going off, giving it to y'all straight, not late. Then we can come back and re-edit. I have been trying to figure out ways to do this, and I think that this is a natural flow for the development of the content. Is that way that you can kind of get it 3 different ways, and then it doesn't go like days and weeks upon weeks without no content being developed. So we can take this and make several different variations of it, and it just giving y'all more ways to access the information, the knowledge. If in case you missed it, you might catch it on a short. But this is how we're going to do it from now on. We're going to do lots more content, and that just keeps it fresh, keeps it flowing, and keeps us growing. If there's anything specific that y'all got questions about, let me know. Hit me up. You got my number, 216-244-2088. It ain't gonna change. It's been the same for 20 years. And I'll catch up with y'all real soon. Peace. Hold on, wait. Yeah, let me know though. Let me know what's the next, how I should go. All right, peace.
No rush, go on, move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and gloves. Now you got a deal run up. No rush, go on, move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and now you got a deal run up. Old gang, old man, old school, young jam.
NWA.
dun, 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 boom,